All right, thanks for joining us this morning. We have a real treat. If you've been around Wegmans, you have certainly seen Tony Tolucci. He always says he's the male Martha Stewart, and you are fine with that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You do all sorts of things here, but today we're going to talk about flowers.
Flowers, correct. And, you know, the reason that we talk about Martha Stewart a little bit is because she does cook and she does all kinds of things with flowers. But the neatest thing is she has a greenhouse in her house. And, you know, last night my wife and I were looking that I have an orchid cactus that only blooms at night. You know, and
wow.
The whole purpose of that is that, you know, flowers really speak their own language. I mean, they just transcend things that we just can't say in words, you know. And so anyhow, we're going to just look at a couple different arrangements here.
Yeah, these are stunning.
Thank you very much.
They're gorgeous. This is so much color. And you mentioned a red sunflower. I had no idea there was such a thing.
Exactly. And, you know, the other thing, too, and this, what we're going to show you today, this is a little more upscale in the fishbowl.
That's beautiful.
And different kind of presentation. But on this one here, what we have at Wegmans, or you could probably find at any supermarket, is that they have Just Add Greens, which is a bunch of greens, which you could actually take home. And, you know, I don't know if you know it, Megan, but you and I are going to make a flower arrangement.
Well,
so I hope you don't show me up today.
I can guarantee you I will not.
But you could just take flowers out of your garden and add it to it, you know. But it just, you know, the other thing, too, that's interesting about flowers, you know, people talk about the bloom of wine and food, and, you know, certainly that's more of my expertise as the cooking coach at Wegmans. You'll see me in a chef coat. But, you know, flowers have a fragrance which is like a bloom, you know, and it just will warm your heart. And, you know, listen, there's a lot of things coming up. Thanksgiving, you have Ravens games. And, you know, there's just so many different combinations, probably about 500,000 flowers, different types of flowers on the earth.
It's amazing.
Know? Well, and just that cactus blooming in the dark of night just really just says things to you that you just couldn't do any other way. But,
okay, we're running out of time. We have about a minute left, so let's get to it.
This is Just Add Greens.
Okay.
And what you can do is just add flowers to this. And from a price standpoint, I'll give you that.
Easy way to do it.
Okay.
All right.
And the best thing to do is to measure here. I'll snip this for you. Okay.
This is you said an inexpensive way, but also this is very trendy right now to have all green.
Absolutely. You could do that.
Okay.
And
look at you. I won't put the whole thing in. The look on your face was like, wait a minute.
Well, no, but you can also trim the bottom of them. Okay. And then on this here is just a mixed field green. You know, these cost about $6, and these start at $8.
Okay.
So, you know, it's very inexpensive. And they'll last you a week or 10 days as long as you take care of them correctly.
All right. Perfect.
But, you know, there's even a little bit of a little foo-foo here.
I like the foo-foo.
I'll give to you, and
Thank
you can put it in there any way you want.
I'll figure something out with that.
Okay, and I'll snip some flowers for you, and hopefully they're going to be at the right length, since we do work well together. It's been a while, but and usually we're doing cooking segments, but today we're just doing flowers.
Well, what I'm going to do, Tony, is while you arrange this, I'm going to give these flowers to our producer, Dave McHugh, because he needs them. He's grouchy, and he's in my ear saying, wrap it up.
Wrap it up,
So we're going to give him these flowers.
All right.
I know.
Well,
he needs them. And in the meantime, you guys were kind enough to bring a recipe. So for you folks at home, if you want to hear more what Tony has to say and his inspiration behind flowers, head to our website. And also that's where you can look at this week's recipe that Wegmans was kind enough to give us. Tony, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, really. It was
I love it when you're
here. Well, thank you. We love being here.
All right, come back next week.
Yes,
and the following week.
No problem.
All right, Jamie, you could use some